Hey, I'm Jennifer Blanchard. I'm an author, a podcaster, the Feel Good Life Coach, and a mindset alchemist who helps you tell a new story about yourself and your life. And this is the Creating Wealth Consciousness series. So I don't really have an order for the videos that I'm going to do for this series. I'm kind of just going by what topic feels most in alignment for me in the moment as I do the video. So I'm going to be jumping all over the place and not really doing things linearly, which I think kind of works because nothing is linear in this universe, really, including you developing wealth consciousness. It's definitely not I'll just do this, and connect all the dots, and suddenly I'll just have wealth consciousness. Like, it's a journey. And sometimes in a journey, you have to take some steps back, and sometimes you propel forward, and other times you're stuck for a little while. So that's why I'm just sort of going with intuition as far as what I feel led to talk about for each video that I create for you guys. So for today's video, I wanted to share more about what wealth consciousness actually is. So I don't define wealth as just being money, but obviously financial abundance is a big part of being wealthy, but it's not the only part. And we're going to talk more about this in the coming videos that we're going to do. But I wanted to just define wealth consciousness because I think it helps to get some clarity around what it actually is, what it means to have wealth consciousness. So I wrote down this definition that I found earlier, which I think is a really good definition of what wealth consciousness is. And it says it is a mindset or consciousness of abundance that recognizes that you deserve wealth and financial rewards just from being you. And I really love that definition so much because one of the things that I talked about in the previous video in this series is that you are born with wealth consciousness, right? You don't know any different until you come into the world and start experiencing things, being taught things, seeing things happen in your reality, where then you decide and get programmed into your subconscious mind something other than that wealth consciousness, right? But it is always available to you. It is something that is available to everybody if you choose to create it for yourself. And really, I would say just uncover it for yourself because we already have it, but there's a lot of stuff that's covering it, that's blocking it, etc. And one of those things is the belief that wealth requires work, right? Or wealth requires you to do something, or wealth requires whatever. Insert whatever thing you have believed up until now is required for you to be wealthy. And I just think it's so great in that definition because you see from it that, like, actually, no, wealth consciousness says that you believe that you deserve to be financially abundant and have wealth in other areas simply from being you. And that is true wealth consciousness. It's just the knowing, the certainty that you deserve to be wealthy just by being you. There's nothing you have to do. There's nothing you have to earn. There's nothing you have to figure out. You just get to have wealth consciousness because you are who you are. And I think that was a huge shift for me and something that took me a really long time to start to understand is that you are already worthy, right? You are born worthy. You are born worthy of everything you desire and everything that you require to have the most amazing life possible. And part of that is wealth, right? Is financial abundance, is wealth in other aspects. But we block ourselves from having that wealth and from experiencing that wealth and from not fully having that wealth consciousness by believing things like we're not worthy, we're not good enough, you don't get to have the things you want. That's for other people, but not for you. All of the things that we're taught and all the things society says and all the things that we were raised to believe. But you can choose right now that you are going to create wealth consciousness for yourself, that you are going to choose a new way of looking at things, a new way of thinking about things. Because the truth is that wealth is a mindset. It's a way of looking at things. It's a perspective. It's a series of beliefs. And it is actions that you take in alignment with that. And we're going to talk a whole lot more about that in this series. But I just want you to sort of start to understand that wealth is not something that you either deserve or don't deserve. Everybody deserves wealth. Everybody has the ability to maintain, to receive, to create wealth. Everybody has the ability to step into the wealthy version of themselves. But not everybody is taught this stuff, right? Not everybody is taught their power, that they can do this, that it is a mindset, that it is something that they can create. And like I said in the previous video, David Gikandi, the author of Money, Happy Pocket Full of Money, he talks about how wealth consciousness is free, just like all the other things that we need to survive, air, water, etc. So that in itself shows you that wealth consciousness is normal, right? It is just how it is. And we as humans come up with situations, rules, beliefs, limitations that create otherwise. And so knowing this now, you can take your power back and you can really start to recognize yourself as somebody who deserves to be wealthy, who deserves to have the things that you want, who deserves to receive the most amazing life possible, including where money is concerned, just by being you. If you are breathing, if you are watching this video right now, then you are really, really worthy. You are deserving, and you are absolutely allowed to have wealth. Doesn't mean you have it, of course, but this is your permission now to know that you get to have it, to know that you can create it for yourself, to know that it is available to you and that you are 100% deserving and worthy of it just by being you. So that is what I'm going to leave you with for this video. And, just the definition of wealth consciousness, be able to step into that a little bit more now and start to wrap your head around it a little bit more now, and really seeing that actually wealth is something that you can choose, that you can create for yourself, that you can step into. And again, it's not just about money, but obviously that's a big part of it, is having that wealth and that financial abundance. But the most important thing is that you are recognizing that you are already worthy of it, that you don't have to do anything, that you don't have to earn anything. You are already worthy of it. Now, you may not have the receiving channels open yet. You may not have things in place for you to actually receive that wealth and that money and all those things, but that still doesn't make you not deserving of it, right? You are still deserving of it. You are still worthy of it just by being you. So something that I'm going to be doing starting October 8th through the 10th is I am doing a free 3-part live series on creating that feeling of worthiness, right? So really getting deep into why you haven't felt worthy, where that even came from, how to shift that feeling inside yourself so you can really start to tap into the worthiness that is already inside of you. So I'm doing this 3-part series over on my Facebook page. So if you go to facebook.com/thefeelgoodlife, the series is happening there. Like I said, October 8th through the 10th. It will be live on those days. Now, if you're watching this video after those dates, it's totally cool. You can still go over to that Facebook page and go to the videos tab, and the videos will be there. They'll be recorded so you can check them out anytime and really start to step into your worthiness and reconnecting to and uncovering that worthiness. Because when you start to feel worthy, that is a base foundation for wealth consciousness, right? So wealthy people, they just feel worthy of money. They feel deserving of it. They don't question it. Like, it's just normal to them. And it can be the same for you, but you first have to get rid of anything that stands in the way of you feeling worthy of it. So I'm really excited about this series. I may end up also putting those videos on my YouTube channel, but I haven't decided yet. So if you want to check them out live or recorded, be sure to go to my Facebook page, facebook.com/thefeelgoodlife. That is it for this video. I will see you guys next time in Creating Wealth Consciousness. And until then, remember, feeling good is the point and the path.